Hey folks, how we doing? It's Mr. Carter here, ready to do homework 7.4. Go ahead and put your name on this if you haven't yet already, and let's begin. So we are working on multiplying fractions by whole numbers. So we are asked to solve the problems below. I went ahead and drew the pictures beforehand just to save us some time in the video. But you're going to want to draw some pictures for each of these multiplication equations. So if we look at 5 times 1/5, that is the same as saying 5 groups of 1/5. So I have 5 groups. Each has a fifth shaded out of it. So that would be 5 times 1, because we multiply the whole number times the numerator. So that would be 5 times 1 is 5/5, or 1 whole. So we have 1/5, 2/5, 3/5, 4/5, 5/5. That's how I got my 5/5. You can add them up, or you can just multiply 5 times 1. So for here, we're doing 3 times 4/9. So we're doing 3 times 4/9. So I have 3 groups of ninths here, and I drew these as a bar. So I have 9 slices, and there's 4 shaded in, so that's 4/9, and I have 3 groups of them. So if I go 3 groups of 4/9, that would be the same as saying 3 times 4, because you can see we have 4 shaded here, 4 times 1, 4 times 2, 4 times 3. So 3 times 4 would be 12/9. That's a top-heavy fraction. We're going to break it apart into 1 whole, and there would be 3/9 left. So that would be the answer for number 2. So for 6 down here, I went ahead and it's 6 times 3, 6. So I have 6 groups here, 1 group, 2 groups, 3 groups, 4, 5, and 6 groups, each with 3 6 shaded in them. So that's the same as saying 6 times 3. So 6 times 3 is 18, and our denominator doesn't change. It's 18/6, or 3 wholes. Alright, so for 4 and 5, they're asking you to write a multiplication equation to represent the problem and then solve that. So we have Rashan, and he needs to make, So Rashan needs to make 5 batches of granola bars. Each batch calls for a half a cup of honey. So if he wants to make 5 batches, how much honey does he need? So our equation is going to be 5 batches times a half a cup in each batch. So 5 times 1/2, again you multiply your whole number times your numerator, so 5 times 1 is 5. And our denominator doesn't change, it's 5/2, and that would be the same as saying 2 wholes and 1/2. Joe swims 6/10 of a mile 5 days per week. How far does he swim each week? So if he does 5 days and he does 6/10 of a mile times each day, so it would be 5 times 6/10. So again, we multiply our whole number times our numerator, so 5 times 6 equals 30, and our denominator doesn't change, that stays 10. So 30 over 10, that's a top-heavy or improper fraction, so we're going to make that into 3 miles. You can easily do that by just crossing out your zeros, and you see it's 3 over 1. That's 3 wholes. Alright, so how far would he swim if he swam every day of the week? Well, we know that there are 7 days in a week, so we're going to go 7 this time times 6/10 of a mile. So 7 times 6, that would be 42 over 10. That would be 4 wholes and 2/10 of a mile. Alright, so our review, at the bottom, our practice is multiplication problems. I'm going to do 6 and 7 for you, and then you'll do 8 and 9 on your own. So number 6 here is 653 times 3. I'm going to do that using the traditional method. 3 times 3 is 9. 5 times 3 is 15. Put your 5 here, carry the 1. 6 times 3 is 18, plus the 1 over here is 19. That would be 1,959. That's 1,959. And for number 7 over here, I'm going to do lattice for this one. So it was 262 times 8. So I went ahead and built my 3x1 array with my lattice 2, 6, 2 for 262 and your 8 on the side. So 8 times 2 is 16. Put your 1 there and your 6 there. 6 times 8 is 48. Put my 4 and 8 here. 2 times 8 is again 16. Put your 1 here and your 6 here. So now you just add your diagonals. 6 plus nothing is 6. 8 plus 1 is 9. 6 plus 4 is 10. We put our 0 here. We've got to carry our 1 up here. 1 plus 1 is 2. For the answer, 2,096. So it's 2,096. All right, that's it for now. Come see me if you have questions. Take care.